Alright guys, this is a continuation of the MT07 story. Got some parts. So we got a gasket. Take a note here of the part number if you care. This is the part number for the actual bottom portion of the oil pan, which we have right here. And I don't know if camera picks it up, but this is actually metal. That's good. Here we got our oil, and then we got the filter here with the crush washer, but I think we don't really need we're not going to need the crush washer. I don't even think we will need to take off the bolt that's in the new belly pan. We're just going to install it and then put the oil in. So we got the parts and we're basically ready to take apart the belly pan. I think I'm just going to start by taking off the rest of the skid plate, and then we'll need to take off a bunch of bolts like this all around the bottom of that oil pan. I don't know, this one is actually not plastic, it's actually metal. I don't have a jack, so I'm literally gonna do it just like this. Took off my skid plate. You can see it did absorb some of the damage. You can see the rocks have been thrown here, here, here. So your oil filter is like right here. So this one may have saved an oil filter potentially. I have the brackets on here still. I don't know if you can see it. So this bracket's also mounted to the oil pan, which is not really ideal. So there's one bolt here, there's one bolt here. So any impact is actually going to be transferred directly to the oil pan. So I think to undo the belly pan completely, I will have to drop the exhaust because of this bolt. Kind of same with this bolt up here. Anyway, to drop the exhaust, so I'm gonna try to just loosen up. See if I can get it. I'm gonna try to loosen up those. See the headers right there? There's two bolts on each side. There's two pipes and two bolts per pipe, so we gotta loosen that up. I'm just gonna go ahead and undo those headers. I got the exhaust loose. I didn't take the bolts out. The bolts are still there. I was able to drop the exhaust. So as you can see, there's a bolt here. This bracket here, you can kind of see that bolt sticking out on the other side. That's where this goes. So all I did was unscrewed this bolt, and then I also undid this bolt. This bolt is now here. So in doing so, dropped everything down far enough. I don't know how much oil is actually gonna come down when I do, so I do have my oil bucket ready here. And I should mention that I have already drained my oil a couple days ago, so I am completely dry. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing in there. All we gotta do is just take off the pan, so that's the easy part. Honestly, I do not know what to expect. When this drops, so we'll experience this together. Okay, I think I should have taken this bolt off first and then done the other one. That may be okay. Yeah, I think think it should just come down. Okay, there's no oil. Yeah, okay, now I see it. Now I see it. That's where it was seeping through. Alright guys, we got the pan fully installed. This is factory drain bolt from the pan that came in. Did not touch it. I don't know, maybe I should check it. Everything was cross threaded, so this corner, other corner, other corner, other corner, and just kind of moving in a star shape pattern as much as possible, similar to how you do your wheels. So yeah, got that installed. Now what's left is to put the exhaust back on, that one there, and then the other side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and then put the oil in, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you do. So about 3 hours I think it took me. Very, like, working pretty slow, I would say. No idea what I was doing to begin with. Just looked at the pan, kind of saw where the bolts were, and just worked from there. So 3 hours. So if you know what you're doing, maybe if you have a buddy or kids to hand you wrenches, maybe you can do it in 2 hours. But overall, really not hard. Just, you know, take off some bolts, take off the pan. I think the hardest part is make sure when you're putting the gasket on, it has to be clean. Okay, so you don't want to drop it, you don't want to do anything. So putting a little bit of a oil bead on the side, on the oil pan itself, and then dropping the gasket on there, it's going to help the gasket kind of stay on there. So when you're moving it, when you're trying to line it up to put it on the bottom, it's going to stay put. So I'm really glad I did the bead of oil. And it looks like it got a good seal, but we'll find out when I actually put oil in there. What I'm gonna do is put oil in there, and I'm gonna wipe everything there. I'm gonna let it sit for probably a day or two, and then see if there's anything coming out. Maybe I'll go and drive it. I don't know. We'll see. I might just go and drive it. It doesn't really matter. If there's oil coming out, it's going to be a very small leak. I don't know. I may not even care about it. I don't know. I drive a BMW, so small oil leaks, like, please. So yeah. Alright, that's it guys. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment if you have any questions that I didn't cover. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.